Hello, Tracy here with Sweet Bay Lane. If you like fun and easy DIY wood projects, then this one is for you. Because not only is it fun and easy, but it'll be the perfect addition to your front porch this summer. And as an added bonus, if you take your crafts to sell at farmers markets or craft fairs over the summer, this will be an excellent seller. So let's get to crafting. Okay, the supplies for this project are going to consist of a piece of 1x10 cut down to 24 inches long. You'll also need a cross piece. I'm going to be using this fluted molding because I had it on hand, and it measures 11 inches. We start our project by gluing our molding piece across our 1x10 about a third of the way up our board from the bottom. And to glue it down, we're going to be using a combination of wood glue and hot glue. Then I put a brick on top of mine to kind of hold it down while it was drying, but you can use clamps or whatever you have on hand. Now you're going to have a piece that looks like this. For this next step, we're going to need some painter's tape or some masking tape, whatever you prefer to use, and we're going to tape off the top side of our board. Now that we have it taped off, we're going to paint it this beautiful terracotta color that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I also painted the back side, but now you can see that we have the front side third of the board painted along with our cross piece in that beautiful terracotta. Now we're going to remove the tape and we're going to tape off our terracotta side and paint the top side. Once we have our board taped off, we'll now paint the top side, and I'm going to be painting mine in this antique white I purchased from Hobby Lobby. Now that it's dried, we're just going to remove the painter's tape. And as you'll see, I painted both sides, front and back. For this next step, we're going to be using these fun stencils that I created on my Silhouette Cameo. We're going to take our little bouquet of flowers and put them on the top side of our board. Now that we have our transfer tape removed, we're just going to rub our stencil in a little bit further along the edges, just making sure that it's good and sealed. For extra protection, we're going to take the same color antique white and a makeup sponge, and we're going to paint the stencil design and let it dry. This really helps the paint from running underneath the stencil when you paint colors. Okay, perfect. Now that it's dried, you'll just choose your colors. I'm going to be using a combination of yellow, orange, and red. And I start by just sponging on the yellow on the flowers. Hey guys, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you here at Sweet Bay Lane. Then once I was done with the yellow, I came in with some of the orange and painted the outer petals of my flowers. Once I had my orange down, I then came back in with more yellow and blended the centers. And I kept going back and forth between the orange and the yellow until I had it the way I wanted it. Okay, now we're going to come in with the green. I'm going to be using this darker green on my stems, and then I'm going to come in with the light green and a little bit of white and highlight them. Okay, once I had that done, I thought my flowers could use a little more depth or a little more color, so I brought in some of this red with a paintbrush and just painted the edges of each flower. Once I had that done, I then just removed my stencil. Then you're left with this beautiful little bouquet. I think it turned out so cute. What do you guys think? I think it would also be adorable in a black and white theme. That would be pretty too, I think. For this next step, we're also going to be using a stencil, and the stencil says "Love Grows Here," and we're going to attach that to the bottom of our board. And like we did before, we're going to paint it with the similar color of terracotta, just to seal the edges to prepare it for the colored paint. Okay, and now I'm going to be taking some more of that antique white and painting my stencil. I also came in with a little bit of red and painted the hearts as well. Then you'll have what looks like this. Now, I have two of those little hearts that I take out in the end because I thought it was a little too busy. But before I did that, I just gave it a good sanding with a sanding block. Once I finished the distressing, I took it outside and gave it 3 good coats of the Rust-Oleum clear enamel in a matte finish. After clear coating, I thought I could use something at the top of the sign, so I added this raffia strip along with a simple raffia bow. I think it finished it perfectly. Thank you so much for taking the time to craft with me. If you're still interested in some fun DIY projects, go ahead and click on one of these upcoming boxes and it'll take you to some more fun crafts.